So we're here at Universal Orlando today. It's October 26, 2024. We're here celebrating Back to the Future, the day, the right date. So back in the day, I came here when I was 10. My husband did as well for the Back to the Future ride specifically. It was really amazing, really awesome. So we're going to show where it used to be. And we're here enjoying some of the Back to the Future content that they still have here. So right behind us is the actual time train from part 3. Doc Brown and Clara rolled up in that, saw Marty and whatnot. So they still have it here. And this one was screen used, and if you look in the back you can see the time circuits and everything. It's really, really cool, the magnets and stuff, so pretty awesome. So we'll show you where it used to be, talk a little bit about the ride, other Back to the Future content and whatnot. We also saw the Mega Movie Parade, which they have right now at 2 p.m. today. Show a little bit of footage from that. It's really, really great if you haven't seen it yet. So happy Back to the Future Day, and let's get into it. Stuck up there a little bit. Twin Pines Mall. Happy Back to the Future Day to you. Oh, I like your shirt. 10:04 p.m. next Saturday night. So we're right in front of what looks like a video rental store. We've got the Be Kind Remind Man. We've got some ET in the window. As you enter the gates here, this is where you find some of the best Back to the Future merch in the park. So this is called the Tribute Store. It's made up to look like a video store, like an arcade. It's got a whole clock tower in there. We'll show you all that in a minute. But yeah, the Tribute Store is a great place if you want to celebrate Back to the Future Day right here at Universal. So here we are at an alternate view of the train, so you can see it a little bit closer. So you see this nice kind of batwing type looking front here. The flux capacitor is on the front. You get a little bit more of a view of the inside of it. And we have a nice plaque here, the Jules Verne train, which are Back to the Future 3, a little bit of quotes, 1990. And this train was actually, they were supposed to get rid of it. We're glad they saved it. They did take the back half of it off. So when I was a kid, I remember posing right in front of it. The back half of it was still on. There was cutouts of the cartoon characters from the Back to the Future cartoon at the time. So we'll go over in a minute and try to find where it used to be. So now we walked along just a little bit more and we do see another icon. Of course, the time machine from Back to the Future is here. This is not the same one that we had in the park when the ride first opened or anything, but it's still a pretty good replica. It does make some sounds. You can hear the Simpsons mobile is right beside it because we're right in the middle of Simpsons land. Oh, I hear the plutonium's out. So this is really cool, and as you can see, some people still take a lot of pictures here. We always love coming to see this. It lights up at night. It's the Back to the Future DeLorean right here. So we're here in front of another Back to the Future relic here at Universal Studios. This used to be the store that you'd come out from the ride and you go immediately to the store. So at different times, this was actually a teal building. This is where I bought my first 2 pieces of Back to the Future merchandise. One was a Marty McFly postcard, big size one, and one was the Back to the Future Part 2 book, which I was surprised to learn had alternate stuff, which I guess was deleted scenes in there. So I thought that was really cool. So back here you can get all the Back to the Future merch you could ever want right off of the ride. And they did have the DeLorean right here for quite a long time. So you can see that the windows, I'll show a comparison shot, are the same. They had some railings here. The car was just resting right behind there. Sorry it's a little loud today. But yeah, this is the Back to the Future store, now the Cookie Mart. We miss it a lot, but glad it's still here at least a little bit. So earlier I was talking about the train used to be in a different location here in Universal Studios when it first opened. It was right back here where this game is, so I have a picture where I can compare. I was 10 years old in this picture. They had the cartoon standees of Doc and Marty, and the train used to be right along here. It had the standees in front of it. There was more of the train back then, and back on May 2nd, 1991, when the ride opened, they had a grand ceremony here. They brought Michael J. Fox, Tom Wilson, and Mary Steenburgen, I believe, and they opened the ride right over here. So this is a very special place in Back to the Future history. It's now a game, but that's okay. And of course, most people that ever rode the Back to the Future ride will recognize that this building right here, the Simpsons ride, is the actual ride building of Back to the Future. So back in the day, you can notice that some of those glass little windows, those were there in some comparison photos. So you would wait in the queue line here. You'd see some awesome Back to the Future props. Doc Brown would be talking about his Institute of Future Technology. They had Darlene Vogel, who played Spike in Back to the Future 2, as one of the narrators. And then there was the whole plot with Biff stealing the time machine. And of course, the 8-person DeLorean is the one that has to rectify the whole situation. So wrote on this as much as I can when I was a kid. I'll talk a little bit more about the future of it, but I really miss this. I'm glad you can still see the building. So we're here on Back to the Future Day, honoring what was Back to the Future, the ride.
Into the car! Activate time circuits! We're going back!
To the future?
To the Ice Age!
Wow!
Great Scott! Hang on!
Go back to the future. At Universal Studios, Florida.
It's the greatest ride in the universe as we know it! Great Scott!
So that's going to do it for our Back to the Future Day here on October 26, 2024 at Universal. We got to show you around just some of the old Back to the Future stuff that they have here in the park. We're actually going to have Burger King for dinner tonight. Of course, a tradition because Burger King's in the movie. We didn't get to see Doc Brown. I really wanted to see him here, but I can show some old footage of actually hanging out with Doc Brown and Twin Pines Mall a few years ago. So thanks for joining us, and as usual, I'll see you in the future.
All right, car starts peeling out. We, with my transmitter, which was very capable in 1985, switch it into gear, and the car starts heading in our direction. Marty gives a very concerned look.
I'm concerned.
Just like that. And I go, watch this, watch this. Starts heading 65, 75, 85.
This is heavy.
The car goes in that direction, and Einstein is gone.
You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure about Einstein, the car is completely intact.
Then where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Marty, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. Only 1 minute into the future to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him in the time machine.
So one of the best parts of Back to the Future Day is that we get to go to Universal in style. So this is my husband and